I'm glad I checked that message because I just got home. I was like, oh shit, perfect.
Damn. Good to see you, bro.
Yeah, how you doing?
I'm healing.
Good,
I'm
good,
healing. How are you? You look
good,
good.
good,
You
good.
look
Just got
good.
out of dialysis, my damn self. So I'm happy. I'm home and shit. I got some food, some pupusas and shit.
Oh, hold
So
on. Hold on.
I'm
Hold
going
on.
hard in the paint. I'm going hard in the paint with the
Oh,
Sawi
geez.
food. So yeah, I'm chilling. Happy to talk to you.
I'm very thankful that you took this interview. I'm very happy.
Oh,
And you know,
anything, we family.
yeah, I was gonna say I know you on such like a like I know you, but I don't know you. If that makes sense, like I feel very close to you, even
It
though we
makes
don't.
sense. Yeah. We're from
Yeah,
the
we don't
same
talk every day.
scene. We're from the same scene and we've been seeing each other for 20 years plus, but
It's
we don't always have long conversations.
that part. It's
Because every
always been
time we see each other, it's always like in public or even like with Dino or whatever. It was always like, we don't haven't had like a good convo. So this is it right here.
it's been a minute. I mentioned this to you before. I don't know if you remember this, but it was like 1998 or something like that. And you were at a bus stop on La Brea and Rodeo. Well, they call it what is Obama
Sounds
Boulevard.
right. Sounds right. Yeah.
And I was driving down La Brea and I was just like, I know that brother. And then
Mhm.
I was like, hey, bro, because I've seen you since the good life, but I didn't know you. You know what I mean? I just knew you were a
Yeah,
rapper
yeah,
like
yeah.
me or whatever. And I was like, do you want to ride, bro? And he was like, yeah, I got this very important meeting I got to get to. And I took you. And I took
Mhm.
you way to like Century City.
Yeah, that sounds that's man, what a blessing. That
And
sounds right. Because
you
I
kicked
was
me
always
down
on La
the
Brea.
block.
I lived on La Brea for 20 something years. So yeah, I was always on La Brea and people were always picking me up. I would say two or three out of every 10 times I went to the bus stop, somebody picked me up. Like at least two or three times, I swear. Yeah.
It was an honor.
Always.
Honor.
I was
I,
a,
I just,
that's how lucky I am. That's how lucky I am with the city that literally two or three times out of every 10 times that I rolled the bus, somebody would roll me.
you're the people's
Or
champ.
you'd be on the bus. Or you'd be on the bus and there'd be like Fat Lip on the La Brea bus,
The 105,
Voodoo,
all of us, we all caught that 105 that went through the J's.
Pigeon John. Yeah, oh
Oh,
yeah.
Rod, shout
Yep,
out
yep,
everybody. I
yep. I
see
would
O
always
Rod.
see
There'd be a whole bunch of like rappers and break dancers and graph artists all on the
Snake
105.
Snake Doctor. Remember
Definitely.
him?
Of
Yep.
course.
I always see Snake Doctor. I used to see Voodoo, Fat
Definitely.
Lip. Yeah, oh yeah, Pigeon John, all kind of cats. We'd always be on the La Brea bus.
Do you remember he's famous. What's his name? He's with Dr. Dre now. He changed his name. Oh my God. Anderson
Come
Paak.
on.
Anderson
Oh
Paak.
yeah.
Well, we knew him
Oh,
as Breezy.
I didn't really know him as Breezy Lovejoy. I got into him mad late. I
Okay.
heard Breezy Lovejoy, but I didn't really pay attention. But once I heard Anderson Paak, I was like, damn, this fool's dope. I heard a song he did with Dumbfounded, and I was
Oh,
like, damn, this dude is dope. I was like, damn, this guy got choruses, melodies. That
and
fool
he's a
can rap.
drummer.
Yeah. I got into him late. I didn't know him.
Okay.
I know he's from Oxnard, and the dudes from Oxnard that I knew, the underground rappers I knew from Oxnard were called Leadership, and
Okay.
they were like the rap group from the '90s out there. And of course, Madlib and the Loop Pack, and all those brothers. Like that's like Oxnard has a Madlib, Ono, Kazi, Can
Shout out.
Kid,
Shout
yeah,
out.
okay, Med, and all them cats. You know what I mean? So it's like we knew all them dudes, but yeah, I didn't know him at all. But yeah, he was. I'm a big ass fan. I literally buy his music. That guy's fucking kicks ass.
He may not remember me, but I remember him. And I remember him at the blow. And I remember,
Oh, he was
man,
at the blood. I didn't even know.
once or twice. I know that there was some kind of social event. Everything's kind of a blur, after a minute. But I just
Yeah.
remember when I had a Suzuki Samurai. That's what I picked you up in. It was a Suzuki Samurai. My
That's
mother gave
funny.
me that. Um, it was him and I don't even remember the other rappers. I think it was some brothers from the 2000 Crows, and it was some brothers from what's that group? Otherwise was with Black Forest.
Yeah, Black Forest. Yeah, I love
I
those
see
dudes.
them on the bus stop. I'd be like, where y'all go? Where y'all want to go? And I just drop people off and pick people up, whatever. But I remember him.
Dude, that's what I'm saying. That's crazy. That's love. I mean, that's the scene though. Like I would do the same. I mean, you know how many nights I would take? You know how many nights I would take? I lived on La Brea, right? So I lived on La Brea before I lived in Baldwin Hills, but I used to live on La Brea in Washington. And every time I went to the Good Life, I ended up taking the East Side Bastards home to like Watts and Compton all the time. And I was like, dude, I don't even live in this direction and shit. So you know what I mean? So we all paid our dues in the crew because I used to have to take fools home as having to be in 8. I was 19 at the Life with a car, so I would fucking be taking the Bastards home. I'd be like, dude, I don't even go to Watts for myself. So trust me, I used to take fools around too all the time and shit.
And you know why I did that? Because okay, let me think. Oh yeah, there was another couple of kids I used to you know what? I did that because when I didn't have a car and when I was going to like Cal State Long Beach or whatever, I didn't like when I would ride like 2 buses and a train to go to like the Good Life or the Blowed to go to the Blowed.
Oh, okay.
Shout out JMD. JMD, he's the drummer. You know, y'all know.
Yeah, Underground Railroad. Yeah.
Yes. He and his wife used to just let me crash till the morning, or I crash at Medusa's house, or.
See, that's dope. Yeah.
Or, like, okay, here's another one. Like when I was doing Snoop Dogg's video, it's a Doggy Dog World, whatever. I had met the twins and I had met Warren G on the set of that, and he gave me a ride home. Like that's just the community.
That's how we are. That's LA, you know. That's LA. I mean, that was a time when we would do that for each other. I barely knew the Bastards, and I'd be like, "Give me a ride home" and shit. And I'd be like, "All right."
We didn't even have to know each other as long as we saw each other.
That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. Like we would be like, you don't like. I really legit, like for years, would be on the bus stop, and I would go to the bus stop being like, "There's a 30% chance I'm gonna get a ride." And I would just be at the bus stop and waiting for the bus, and then like there's times where fools would roll up on me, and I'd be like, "Nah, I don't need a ride," because like the bus would be coming, or like I'm only going short way and shit. But yeah, I was always, man, that's LA, man. I mean, dude, I used to pick up Flacco 777. I would pick up anybody's ass. I see motherfuckers on Melrose like, yo, let me get a, like we were just all like that, you know?
Yeah,
all the time.
Can you see the comments right here? That's what family do. Shout out Nancy Johnson.
Word. Shout out. Oh no, I'm like Mr. Magoo. I can't see. Damn, you got to tell me what the comments and shit. But yeah, fucking yeah, we were, you know, that's part of this family that we were all like just a giant loose knit. That's why the anniversary coming up is like, man, there's been a couple years where I couldn't make it. And even now, man, I was like, you know, I know how to maneuver now. So it's like, now I know I'm going to go because I take somebody with, like Life Rex all with me to roll with me and like guide me and shit. But yeah, I even hated the couple years that I missed the anniversary because I always wanted to go, but there was times where I was straight up in the hospital or caught up and shit. So I'm excited to go this year, you know?
I'm very happy to talk to you, and I'm thankful that you were willing to take this interview and stuff, you know?
Dude, all you had to do is ask. We're family, like I said, dude. Like I've known you for so long, and you know we're all part of this giant community. You know what I mean? Yeah. And then it's important to document these things now.
That's how I feel. Yeah, because
it's really important.
Older. We're all getting older, and like,
yeah, Treyloc was here. Treyloc from CV was here like 2 days ago for like a couple hours. We just got some food, and we're chopping it up. And I was like, dude, all that footage, bro, that we lost, all that footage that we had, I was telling him, I used to be telling Fish, like, yo, let me borrow this, let me dub this video cassette you have of like the Life, where he would have like, you'd see like, it would be like a camera panning the Good Life, and you would see like a young ass Exhibit up against the wall, like up against the wall, and you bus driver at 14 and shit. And I would always be like, yo, I got a dubber. I got a VHS dubber. Let me dub it. And it's like, we couldn't, you know, like, it's like, we were just so irresponsible with our footage because we're living in the moment. Right. So we weren't, you know, when you're living in the moment, you know, think about it. If we knew what we knew then, all the Good Life, every session would be digitally recorded and it'd be a movie and we'd all fucking, you know, to the fullest, have all of a lot of more respect and things and shit. But that's why it's our job now to do that now.
Yeah, and that's why I appreciate that Coolio did that interview with me last year. I had that same feeling.
I
Like,
love Coolio.
I know we were getting old. He's he's not my elder per se. I mean, we was in the same age range a little bit, but let me not be shy about that. Yeah,
But he's an OG, man. Oh, I love Coolio. County, I was sad as fuck when he died. WC and the Mad Circle, Ain't a Damn Thing Changed album. That album, that WC and the Mad Circle Ain't a Damn Thing Changed album. Coolio had bars on that record.
Yeah, he did. He really
There's a lot of people that don't think that maybe thought Coolio was pop and maybe not a fan. And I was like, dude, you never heard WC and the Mad Circle? That was his underground shit.
And
he was hard.
He respected
County
him.
Line was dope.
He considered himself an underground artist.
Yeah, oh yeah, dude. County Line, Mad As You Know Who. I mean, I'm a fan. I was a fan. So I was, I know what happened with that fucking with him and DK Tunes with the stealing of the jam and all that. So I know that vibe and shit. That's a whole nother story and shit that I don't know nothing about.
I do. Look, I remember when DK Tunes, shout out DK, much love. I used to go visit all the different crews. I used to go visit, like, say, 2000 Crows. I go visit Zagu and Nayurb and all them. And then I go visit Fat Jack and Abstract Rude and DK Tune, because they kind of lived together at one place. And then I go visit Satch and Yusef. Shout out Satch, Lance.
Yep, rest in peace, Yusef. I used to hang out with them too.
Yeah, and because I knew something was something special and important about these cats. And I wanted to be in their space and like vibe with them and stuff. No funny business, no sex, nothing. I'm just truly a fan of the art.
Oh, yeah. You've always, I'll tell you this about you from what I know. I mean, you and various other women there at the Life and the Good Life and the Blowed. I mean, just, we had nothing but respect because you carry yourself as such.
And I always wore baggy
stuff. But it was always, you carried yourself, but y'all carried yourselves correctly. So we were treated, you got treated correctly as you carried yourself correctly,
Yes, sir. Shout out.
So that's how it was, for real.
And you know what? Hey, you know what? I carried VHS tapes, man, until me and Volume 10, Dino, we moved to Las Vegas and I had to go to work and he moved the last bits of stuff in. I still had the audio tapes of me and Skee-Lo performing at the Good Life, man. And
all of that needs to get digitized and just thrown on YouTube.
He threw it away.
See, that's what I'm saying. There's a lot of that.
Throw my tapes away.
Dude, I lost the storage. Let me tell you something. I lost the storage. I lost the whole storage. And I was like, dude, I lost all my pictures. I lost who knows what the fuck I lost. I lost toys, all kind of family heirlooms and shit. I've lost my storage before. So I've gone on tour and came back and got evicted from a place one time and all my shit got thrown out.
I lived with this stupid ass girl in Georgia for a minute and she threw all my music and my poetry.
We gotta, yeah. Let's not even go there. I'm telling you.
I'm still sick about that.
Me and Trey talked about that. I was telling Trey, I was like, dude, CVE one time gave me, and I have them. I still have them. I hold them with pride. I literally somewhere, I think Deesky has them. I think Deesky's holding them for me. From what I know, I think Deesky's holding them for me. But yeah, I'm trying to think. Yeah, I think so. Deesky should be holding like these DATs from CVE. I probably have like 10 CVE DATs with who knows what on it. And let me tell you, those DATs, literally, I'm not joking. They had like, for you to make them work, you gotta like open them and put them in another container because like honey spilled on them or some shit. Like, I'm just saying, we never took care of our heirlooms like that. So,
And that's why I was reaching out to Coolio actually. And for days, my energy was like, call Coolio. And then I finally called him the day he died. Right.
Oh, wow.
I was calling him because I was trying to get my old music, man. I did a lot of music under his watch. He was my manager, you know what I mean? So
man, that's crazy.
And I did some dope songs with this cat named Paul Cruz. Shout out Paul. He flew Paul out for me. Like he flew him out from New Bedford, Massachusetts to do my demo.
Dope. Yeah. No, I don't even think I ever met Coolio. I was just a fan though. I was definitely a fan of Ain't a Damn Thing Changed was one of my favorite records. So like, I mean, all his solos. I love County Line. County Line was my shit too. But
That it
Ain't
is.
a Damn Thing Changed was like so. Like to me,
Anything has
that record was to me as good as America's Most Wanted by Ice Cube. It was like as intricately, incredibly produced and shit. That shit was dope. I
Funny you
still bump
mentioned
that shit.
them. Okay, so real quick, because I want to mention that Ice Cube
Yeah.
situation, but with the DK Tune thing, you know what? I remember that's what I'm saying. I used to go visit these cats, and Tune played me his version of that sample with Stevie
Yeah.
Wonder.
Yeah. Being solo is solo. Yeah.
Yes. And so when Coolio came out with Gangsta's Paradise, I came back around and I remember DK was like, you gave him the sample or you gave him the idea. And I was like, I would never. I didn't. It wasn't me, but people were in the
No, the sample
like,
was
oh
Stevie
my God,
Wonder. So yeah, yeah.
but it was LV.
Yeah,
LV.
yeah. Well, what I was gonna say is this. Look. I don't know the situation, but
That was
and
it.
you can't blame him. Well, you can't blame someone. A Stevie Wonder sample, anybody can flip that. But the song has two or three little references that are straight from DK. That's why we that's why whether LV or whoever, however else it happened. I can't speak on shit. I don't
It
know.
wasn't me though. And
Oh,
I
I'm
was
sure it wasn't,
like,
but I'm just saying that I know that there was enough there lyric wise to be like, yo, it's say like,
and he
Gangsta's
told me,
Paradise and all this shit like
Julio
that.
told me that I was his muse for that song too. Like he borrowed from my style of poetry. So he definitely
Wow.
was influenced by the good life
Well, that's crazy.
directly.
Yeah. Yeah.
So
Well,
they were
rest in power to him, bro. I'm a big fan. I
yes,
still play his shit.
he was
I
an
still
awesome
play his shit. I got him in a hip hop. I got this big on Spotify. I got this like 700 song hip hop. It's like called classic hip hop, and it's like 700 songs, and I got all his shit in there, man. So it's like every now and then, every couple hours, every fucking 4 or 5 days, one of his jams pops up in my shit.
Hey, let me ask you something. Okay, hey, so audience, I haven't talked to you since we actually called you. We were gonna come see you
Mm-hmm.
during this
Yeah.
Corona stuff, and you were very sick. You
Oh
know,
hell yeah. Oh yeah, it was bad. Yeah.
you were like, "Oh my god,
Well,
I
not
can't."
because of the corona, but I got out of the hospital right before corona. Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah. I literally got out the hospital right when
2019.
when the virus hit, so I got lucky there. But
But
yeah,
you
it was
know,
bad though.
I want to give you I don't know if Dino Volume 10. I don't know if Volume 10 told you, but he gave you a shout out on his song on the subliminal. That song we did called Heavenly
No,
in
I
his
haven't.
verse.
Oh
Yeah,
yeah.
I just want to tell you because he may never tell you, and I just want you to
Oh,
know.
I got him in like 3 or 4 of my last songs. I
He
got.
yells,
Oh yeah. I.
Alejandro. That's for
Oh
you.
yeah. Oh nice. He's on my. He's on. Oh, I got him on. I got him on a couple. I mean, I got him on this one song. It's called "Hype." What you know about? That's got Prince Poe. That was on one of
Shout
my
out.
records. And then I got him. I got him on another one where um I'm on some old volume. Oh, it's like something something something. Like a some old volume 10 shit. I could say that because me and him are friends and shit. Like I say that shit.
Okay.
I'll send you a cut. Yeah, it's called
Play a little piece of Heavenly so you can hear it and
I
stuff too.
will. I'll punch it up. Yeah, for sure. Tell him I said what up.
For sure. For sure.
But yeah,
Yeah, man. But back to you for real. Like, I'm so thankful that you're still walking around here and able to bust and still do your thizzle. You
yeah,
know,
yeah.
I
No,
remember you and your partner. Are y'all still partners?
yeah. I mean, we're not. I mean, we actually just played one song together at the Psycho Realm 25th anniversary a couple weeks ago. We in honor of Psycho Realm, we did one song. But I
Okay.
mean, me and Danny are more like everyday friends. Like we just talk every day, all day. But we don't make any music together. We ain't
Okay.
made music together in a long time. But I mean, we're always OMD. I mean, we're more brothers. We're more brothers than friends. We Danny has like I've got like 15 albums that he's not on, and he's probably got like 5 or 6. You know what I mean? Like we don't make music anymore. We both are both like if you listen to OMD, it's like every song was like two different perspectives on every
Mm-hmm.
topic. So which would made it cool, but like yeah, you can't do that for hundreds of times and shit.
And how do you
We're
pronounce
like,
his name? Zolo. I could never.
oh, Cholo Lancinco, like the word cholo. like a cholo,
Solo.
and then lan. I don't know
Lan.
what lan means, but lan like LAN, and then
Uh-huh.
cinco means five, like the fifth son. So cholo
Cholo.
lan cinco is like the son, like the son of the
Y'all,
warrior of the fifth
let
son.
me show the kids how it's spelled. XO. It's like XO.
XO LO LANXINXO. It's like you take all the cholo lan
CO.
cinco. You take all the like C's and turn them into X's.
That was brilliant. I just
Yeah,
loved y'all, man. Yeah, that was a
yeah.
great name.
In
Should
fact, I got a little nugget for y'all, for your fans out there. There's people tuning into this. The
shout out.
kid, if you ever watched the show, what is that stupid show on Netflix that was big, like the biggest show a couple years ago? Karate Kid, you know, the Karate Kid,
Of course.
the Netflix show. So the
Mhm.
main kid in that show, David, well, the kid that plays the main kid, the Mexican kid, his name is Cholo. He's named after Danny.
Wow.
He's the son of Carmelita Sanchez from the Wake Up Show,
I
the
remember.
producer of the Wake Up
Yeah,
Show. Carmelita Crumb, yeah.
yeah, I
And she,
remember.
but I'm saying like that's her son, but he's named after Danny Cholo. Like
That's so dope.
she saw that the way he spelled his name and was like, oh, I'm gonna name my son like that, you know.
That's super dope. Super
So
dope.
it's crazy to see that kid being like, that kid's about to be like a Marvel. He's like A-list actor and shit. And so it's dope to see like a dude like that, you know, like, oh man, that dude, you know, it's like he's named after Danny. That shit's funny.
And then second generation, a lot of our children are getting in the game,
Yeah,
Uh
yeah. I mean, you know what? I mean, it's not over for people like us just because we're older. Like, look at Freestyle Fellowship getting blessed with a Grammy nomination,
ooh,
and all these kind of things that like there's always, as now in the digital world, and this is what I'll tell people out there listening, dude. If you think that you're making music or you're making art and you feel like you're not being appreciated, it doesn't matter right now. Just keep making it and put it up and control it and own it. Just put it on your own channel. Dude, there could be a time where your shit that becomes the gold mine that takes care of you later.
straight
Just,
up.
just keep
Straight
working
up.
on this shit. Yeah, that's how I feel. Dude, I'm the luckiest thing that has ever happened to me. Let me tell you, we were always the group, Visionaries and me in particular. I had a deal to Columbia Record once. I didn't sign it because it was bad. Visionaries had like about 4 record deals to major labels. We never signed them because they sucked. We at different times in our career, we've had opportunities to sign. I signed one label deal with AWOL, some little label that put out one of my records that I don't own. And let me tell you, the best thing that ever happened to me was never being on a major. We always thought like, oh, I guess we're not good enough to be on a major. Oh, I guess the contracts are whack.
Right.
No, we'll talk about a blessing from God. Being a owner of all except for one record, and even the one record that I don't own, I still bootleg it. You know what I mean? I'm just being honest, but I'm just saying, like, the best thing that it could have ever happened was not be in a major. And even though we were always dealing with majors and always like, dude, I used to fucking almost be signed to DreamWorks, almost be signed to the Beastie Boys label, almost be this, almost that. No, it was perfect because now I own all my shit. I get every fucking month I get paid for all my shit, and we're good.
Yeah,
So,
I wish they paid more though. I wish they
I
paid
mean, but the time, it's more about, for me, it's more about like in this and that. I mean, I got 27 records. So for me, it's like I'm gonna just keep smashing, and like it's like, I rather get, you know, if I got 50 records, it'll add up, you know what I mean? So
amazing.
yeah, I'm just saying, like, you just gotta keep
27
making.
records?
Yeah, think
When
about it.
did you
Visionaries has 5 or 6. I've got fucking like 6 or 7 records with other people. I've got 10 to 12 records by myself. I've got all kinds of shit. So
That's
it's
freaking
like,
incredible.
yeah. So that's what I'm saying. Like, and there's like, so I just take the fact that I own it all, or like at least have the rights to most of it, is good. So
That's
being
pretty
independent
good.
actually worked out.
That's
Yeah.
interesting. I feel like a baby then because I have an EP and I have an album, and now I'm
Well,
working
I
on
we were we I mean, I had different motivation. I had no choice. I had no choice. I started the moment I could burn a CD or a tape and make $5 off of it. I was like, I'm dedicating my time to
That's
this.
dope. That's the
You know what
business
I
right
mean?
there.
And there
Yeah,
was a lot of downs. Don't get it. You know more than anything. There's a lot of downs. You know what I'm saying? You know, there's a lot
Definitely.
of downs. So it was like ups and downs for all of us. All of us had moments in the sun being courted by labels and magazines and TV and all that shit. And then a year later, nobody gives a fuck about you. And then
Wow.
3 years later, you might be hot again. And then 2 years later, no one gives a fuck about underground rap, you know. And then 5 years later, it comes back. And then, you know, it's just like,
It's true.
it's like anything else, you know.
It's very true. It's very
Yeah.
true. I remember I did have a deal with Boys to Men on the table. Fat Jack helped me put that together. Like the day I was supposed to get my check, bro, I went up to Johnny Cochran's office. You know what I'm saying? And I was like,
Yeah.
get my 20 G's, whatever. They were like, oh, no, sorry. And I was like, what? And I called Wanye, like, yo, what's popping? And he was like, yo, they were signed to Motown, and Motown blocked them from getting their own label through Sony.
Yeah.
And
Oh
then
yeah. All the time. There was all those kind of things happen all the
punished them.
forever
They put
time.
them on tour for 2 years. And I was like, can I just get the check though? Y'all can write that off. He was like, no, because then you'll be locked in and we think you're too talented to be having you shelved like that and stuff. I
Yeah.
was so
Yeah.
I was
No, you know, but those are stories. Like I said, those are, you know, that's just the part for the course.
there's so
I
many
can sit there
stories
for
like
hours. Oh, dude, I could sit here for hours and tell you, name someone giant in the industry that probably try to help us and shit. It doesn't mean that it fucking works. You know what I mean?
that.
But
Mhm.
you appreciate it. You appreciate it nevertheless.
I love your spirit about that. You know, I had Sister Fela on here previously, and she had mentioned Ava and the Good Life
And she was
documentary.
angry, right? She was angry.
She was, I would, you know, behind anger is hurt.
Yeah, yeah, I
And
know.
I
I know.
love,
Well,
I love Fela. I
well,
love her fire, though. We need that
I
fire.
already know. I already know what you're gonna say, and because I've talked to Phalo years ago about this too. I'm gonna tell you something, and I was just talking to Trey about this. I said, look, dude, the Good Life documentary. I love that Ava did that, and you know, whoever got to be in it. I remember I was with Ava. Ava was my best friend at the time. I remember people flaking on the interview. I remember people not making the interviews, like, because they didn't want to go. They were like, oh, I know a couple of people that maybe their car broke down, or some people that just flaked on the interview and were like, I can't make it. And then later they weren't in it. But
She didn't even
well,
ask me. I'm in there for like a second, literally. Like,
well, oh yeah. Well, let me tell you about, like, what I was saying to Phalo once, or what I was telling different people, is that documentary. We know that the Good Life was 100 more groups than that. Let's say 60 more groups than that, right? So the documentary features 10 groups. There's still 50 other groups in the crew that didn't get shine, like Dark Leaf and all these other people,
oh
whatever.
my God.
Of course, but the documentary could be but see, this is my point. My point is, if that's the case, and we know that there's another 50 artists that are in our crew, then make your own doc. Make your own chapter. Or they should be, you could do it. Doesn't take it. Make your story. And that way and then you can catapult. Look, let me tell you. And then you catapult off Ava's doc and be like, from the people, from the crew, the award-winning crew, this is my shit. And let me tell you, the homies from Elements, you know Elements, right?
I was an elementer.
Okay. So
every week.
Element, but let me tell you, so that
I don't know
Element
if I'm in that
documentary, there's a dope Elements documentary that they put out, and I don't know if they're selling it or figuring out how to put it out, whatever, but I've seen it already. But their documentary was like, hey, we made a documentary. We got off our ass and did the Elements documentary just because the other dope documentaries in LA kind of like skipped us over, and we had to be like, yo, let's tell our story. And that's my point. It's like, so what I tell a lot of people is like, man, you make your own story.
And
What the
that's why
fuck
I'm
does it
doing
take for you?
this.
Grab your, oh no, but I'm saying, like, I'll be telling fools, like, grab your phone, interview yourself and interview your friends and your crew. Go grab your demos and go put your shit up and put that shit on YouTube and pass it to us, and we'll promote it for you. Anybody from the Good Life sends me some shit and I'll promote it for them. So it's like, so that's my answer to that. But at the same time, it's understandable because the doc makes it look like it definitely doesn't always show that it's like another 50 groups. But man, like, you know, that's her first dog ever. Like, she
You
was
know
a
what?
kid.
But you
I'm just
know,
saying people that get intertwined. Like
I,
first,
I
you
got a
know,
story behind that. I had asked Ben Caldwell for that footage first.
everybody has,
I
and
was gonna do
everybody's
it.
been sitting on it, and that's my point, though.
I was
Everybody's
going
been
to.
sitting on it.
And then I said, "Why did you give it? Why did you do that?" And he said, "Well, you know, she's alum, meaning like he went to UCLA and she went to UCLA."
Well, nah, let me break it down. I love Ben. I love AC Alone. I love Ab. I love Jay Smooth. I
Of
love
course.
all. Dude, everybody's, you're talking about strong, intelligent men with resources. They put the fucking doc out. Make one. How the fuck do you not make one? Make one then. Like, that's my point, you know? And no one can say shit about me because I